Tonight on Eagle Angle, we take a look at the new Nursing Simulation Center.
Learn how Day 6 is helping students on campus.
And an update about men and women's soccer. All this and more tonight on Eagle Angle. Hello and welcome to Eagle Angle. I'm Reagan Meyer.
And I'm Elijah Johnson. Eagle Angle is a student-produced newscast live from the campus of Oklahoma Christian University.
The nursing program is enjoying a brand new simulation center this semester. Becca Koshorik has the story.
With the snip of a ribbon, the Ellis Surgical Lab and Simulation Center was officially dedicated and opened for the nursing program at Oklahoma Christian.
Dave and Shirley have provided this clinical simulation lab. It is remarkable, and our really great program is going to be even greater.
From interactive patient mannequins to supply rooms full of equipment, the center will provide resources for students to practice their skills in realistic hospital situations.
I think it's a safe place for education. I feel like this is where you can get the top, most proper education, I guess, and I feel like it's as close to the real world and the real hospital settings and environment that we could get.
Dave and Shirley Ellis have been longtime contributors to Oklahoma Christian, and one of their daughters joined the nursing program during her time here.
I saw that OC had a dream to equip students not only with their class studies, but with their religious beliefs and with their spiritual beliefs.
The nursing center has been in the works for several years, but Shirley Ellis says it was worth the wait.
Well, it's been 3 years of wondering if it was going to happen or not, but it is good. It's a very good feeling. I know my husband would be very happy that this has happened.
Students say they are excited to put their skills to the test in the new center.
Excited for the new space. I'm excited for the new sim lab and just having hands-on experience for things that I will use in the real world.
President DeStager believes the nursing program is the perfect example of Oklahoma Christian's mission.
Provide service and care and compassion, and they love people. Those are the things that we're called to be and to do as Christians. And you can exercise that in any major, but it is such a natural fit with the nursing program. It seems to be just a perfect major for a place like Oklahoma Christian.
Reporting for Eagle Angle, I'm Becca Koshorik.
Tickets for OC's homecoming production of Disney's The Little Mermaid are now available. The show will be performed October 31st and November 1st and 2nd at 7:30 in Ball Auditorium. Free tickets are available to OC's faculty, staff, and students for the Thursday, October 31st show only. Those wishing to get free tickets must come to OC's box office with their school IDs from 3 to 6 p.m. September 18th through the 20th. Tickets are $20 for adults and $10 for children 18 and under. Come out and support. We'd love to see you all there.
Do you have strong opinions and love to debate and discuss important topics? Well, Taking Sides Chapel is looking for more students to help out. Taking Sides Chapel takes place each Thursday morning at 11 in Garvey Center to hold meaningful, respectful debates on relevant topics. If you're interested in participating, you can attend their preparation meeting in Garvey 111 any Monday evening at 5:30, or contact Brian Simmons at brian.simmons@oc.edu, or visit him in his office in Garvey 125.
It's time for the annual One Voice Worship on campus. On Sunday, September 22nd, OC is holding an OKC-wide worship night called One Voice. This annual worship event ministers to local congregations in the OKC area by sharing scripture readings, prayers, and teachings in the lieu of Sunday night services. One Voice encourages the church to embrace Mark's gospel and walk in the way and ministry of Jesus. At 6 p.m., a singing service will be held, and at 6:30, a worship service in Ball Auditorium. Fellowship and dessert will follow. Oh, you need some help writing your papers this semester? Well, Writer's Block has you covered. Becca Koshorik has the story.
is open for the semester and ready to help students with all of their papers and writing assignments. Writer's Block is located on the second floor of Beam Library and takes on over 500 student appointments each year. The program uses student tutors to help others learn how to format, write, and edit their papers for classes. Staff coordinators say the Writing Center is an important resource for students at OC.
So this would be a resource that distinguishes us from some smaller universities and maybe a few smaller state schools, community colleges. So it's a resource where if a student doesn't feel like they're at the level that they should be for writing, they can go there multiple times and get kind of additional help that a professor may not have time to devote, an hour, 1 or 2 times a week to that particular student. So it's really an advantage that OC has provided that.
To make an appointment with Writer's Block, visit their website at writersblock.oc.edu. Reporting for Eagle Angle, I'm Becca Kashorek. A program on campus is helping.
The deadline to drop a class is quickly approaching. This Friday, September 20th, is the last day to drop a fall 2019 class without a W on your degree audit. To drop a class, you can pick up a change of enrollment form in the registrar's office. It needs to be signed by your instructor, advisor, and athletic advisor if you're a student athlete. If you're dropping below 12 credits, then you must visit financial services. Signed change of enrollment forms must be turned in to the registrar's office by 5 p.m. on Friday.
OC's literary and visual arts journal, Soundings, is looking to hire interns and a graphic design assistant. If you're interested in the position contributing to Soundings, you can fill out an application through a link in your student announcements. Submissions are due tonight at midnight.
It's that time of year once again for the freshmen to show the school their talent in freshman fanfare. Come out and support them this Friday night at 7 p.m. or Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. You can get free admission by showing your student ID at the door. We hope to see you there.
Day 6 is helping students prepare for success through a variety of events this semester. We go to Becca Kashork for more.
A program on campus is helping students be prepared for the professional world.
The purpose of Day 6 in our Calling and Career Office here on campus is to really help students that are struggling with finding out what they want to do and really trying to figure out what God's purpose is for their life. We're also here to help with professional resources, so helping them with resumes, finding a job, finding an internship, so all those very practical things we help with too.
Day 6 is organizing a variety of events this year to help students gain practical skills and advice for their major and future career, like this resume workshop.
Today we have Paycom here on campus, and this is the second year that they've come to do a resume workshop to provide some different resources to our students about how they can craft their resume, and then they're meeting with students one-on-one to specifically provide recommendations to them individually.
Day 6 is also trying to help students that aren't sure of their major find the right fit for them through events like this Majors and Minors Exploration Fair.
So whether you don't have a major yet, or you're thinking of changing or adding a minor or adding a major, we want to give students a place where they feel comfortable to do that. And so we're going to have professors and upperclassmen from all those different programs there in one spot so students can ask questions.
Students say Day 6 helps them be confident in their career choices.
I feel like it was solid. Like, it definitely confirmed the fact that I should be in like a public area and that I liked more writing, and I wasn't necessarily built for the engineering mindset that I first thought I was. That's why I'm behind. And I found also that it connected me with the right people to talk to, which was huge.
So we hope that by the time students graduate, if they've done the different opportunities that we provide, that they'll have a better sense of how they're made and how they can serve God and the world and make it a better place.
Students can schedule appointments with the Calling Career Center on Handshake through the Appointments tab or email day6@oc.edu. Reporting for Eagle Angle, I'm Becca Kashorek.
If you have any stories that you want us to report on, send us an email to our producers at oc.eaglemedia.org. And now to our national news.
The top 10 Democratic presidential candidates square off in a debate Thursday night, and several digs were thrown at Biden amongst a cause for unity. CNN's Athena Jones has the story.
Frontrunner Joe Biden started Thursday with a new strategy.
I know that the senator says she's for Bernie. Well, I'm for Barack. I think the Obamacare worked.
Wedged between Senators Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, the former vice president took the two progressives head on over the cost of Medicare for all.
My plan for health care costs a lot of money. It costs $740 billion. It doesn't cost $30 trillion. $3.4 trillion a year. How are we going to pay for it?
How do we pay for it? We pay for it. Those at the very top, the richest individuals and the biggest corporations, are going to pay more. And middle-class families are going to pay less.
Every study done shows that Medicare for all is the most cost-effective approach to providing health care to every man, woman, and child in this country. I, who wrote the damn bill, if I may say so.
But Biden not relenting, jumping on the opportunity to paint Sanders as too left.
For a socialist, you got a lot more confidence in corporate America than I do.
More moderate candidates like Senator Amy Klobuchar joining in.
And while Bernie wrote the bill, I read the bill. It says that we will no longer have private insurance as we know it. And that means that 149 million Americans will no longer be able to have their current insurance.
Medicare for all is comprehensive health care, covers all basic needs. Moving to Medicare for all is the way to go.
Former Housing Secretary Julian Castro clashing with his fellow Obama administration colleague.
What you support, Vice President Biden, is that you require them to opt in. And I would not require them to opt in. They would automatically be enrolled. They wouldn't have to buy in. That's a big difference because Barack Obama's vision was not to leave 10 million people uncovered. He wanted every single person in this country covered. My plan would do that. Your plan would not.
They do not have to buy in. They do not have to buy in.
You just said that. You just said that 2 minutes ago. You just said 2 minutes ago that they would have to buy in. You said they would have to buy in.
Have to buy in. If she qualifies for Medicaid,
are you forgetting what you said 2 minutes ago? I'm fulfilling the legacy of Barack Obama, and you're not.
I'll be surprised to him.
After that heated exchange, the other Democrats on stage quickly jumping in.
This is why presidential debates are becoming unwatchable. This reminds everybody of what they cannot stand about Washington. Scoring points against each other, poking at each other, and telling each other that you're my plan, your plan. Look, we all
that's
have
called a
different
Democratic
visions
primary
for what is
election.
better about
That's called an election. That's an election. You know, this is what we're here for. It's an election.
Yeah, but a house divided cannot stand. And that is not how we're going to win.
Everyone, we know we're on the same team here.
Many candidates praising Beto O'Rourke's response to the El Paso mass shooting. The former Texas congressman laying out his plan that goes further than his rivals, vowing to confiscate weapons of war.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not going to allow it to be used against our fellow Americans anymore.
Senator Kamala Harris kept her attacks aimed at President Trump.
The bottom line is this: Donald Trump in office on trade policy, you know, he reminds me of that guy in The Wizard of Oz, you know, when you pull back the curtain, it's a really small dude.
Something Senator Cory Booker said should be a focus for 2020.
We've got one shot to make Donald Trump a one-term president, and we cannot lose it by the way we talk about each other or demonize and degrade each other.
A school in Maine is preparing for an influx of people seeking asylum through the use of a cultural broker. We go to CNN's Mary Kate Mannion with the story.
Who doesn't speak English?
When Enciana Enwingoza speaks, his hands also do the talking.
A lot of chess in what you do. You try to explain everything with your hands.
He arrived to the U.S. from Angola 7 years ago and is now using his skills of language and that experience as Brunswick's first ever cultural broker. This week, 4 additional families have arrived here in Brunswick. In total, 75 asylum seekers have settled here in town, many at the former Naval Air Station.
We don't want them to lose their culture, but to begin to adapt to the American system.
Today, he was hosting a cultural seminar for volunteers interested in becoming English language tutors for asylum seekers with mid-coast literacy. This as kids have started a new school year with the Brunswick School District, a system that Enciana says varies quite a bit from the schools of Angola or the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Change is a lot, it's huge, but we are doing our best to adapt to those change, to adapt to this new situation in their lives.
One of his main messages today to volunteers was to give while keeping independence for their new neighbors.
It's very important people shift the pity to the sympathy. when you want to share, you want the other people to get where you are.
That's it for your national news. Join us after the break as we go to Nate Clements for your full weather forecast.
Apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
She knows this monkey? Of course, she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfies. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham-bam minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high-five.
We now go to Nate Clements for the weather. Nate. How's it looking out there?
Thanks, Eli. So today, right now, it's about 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunny. Feels like 97 though, so a little hotter than it actually is. Today's highs are 87 in Guyman, 91 in Ponca City, 91 in Miami, 92 back in Tulsa, 93 for Sallisaw. Elk City's 91 degrees, Altus is 93, Lawton 92. Here in OKC, it's about 91, and in Ada, it's about 90 as well. 90 in Ardmore and 96 in Durant. And so for tonight's forecast, it'll be about 71 degrees with winds going southeast at 7 miles per hour. And about a humidity of about 77%, so you might feel a little sweaty. Weekend weather highlights show that there might be some scattered thunderstorms all weekend, mid-80s on Saturday and Sunday, as well as 17 miles per hour wind on Saturday and Sunday as well. And for our 5-day forecast, we got on Thursday, partly cloudy with a high of 89 and a low of 68. On Friday, scattered thunderstorms at a high of 79 and a low of 71. Saturday, some more scattered thunderstorms at a high of 86 and a low of 73. And on Sunday, scattered thunderstorms at a high of 86 and a low of 69. And then finally on Monday, get a break from the thunderstorms and have partly cloudy skies at a high of 87 degrees and a low of 70. That's all I have for weather. We'll be right back after this short break with entertainment.
You thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
Boots! She knows this monkey? Of course, she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Eagle Angle. I'm your entertainment host, Nick Rogers. And to start off, on Tuesday, NBC Universal officially released the name of its new streaming service, Peacock. The new streaming service will stream both original content as well as some of its legacy series, such as Parks and Recreation and The Office, and will launch with more than 15,000 hours of content. Their service will launch in April of next year and will be both ad and subscription based, though pricing details haven't been announced. Sony Pictures Entertainment CEO Tony Vinciquerra says that, quote, very famous people whose names I won't use want to redo The Princess Bride, and Twitter was not having it. Even though there are no current plans for anything in the works for a remake, the beloved film's fan base showed out in support in the 1987 film as thousands of tweets poured in, including celebrities. And finally, Wesley himself, Cary Elwes, tweeted out, "There's a shortage of perfect movies in this world. It would be a pity to damage this one." Elwes' tweet has gotten nearly 90,000 retweets on the platform. Looks like that's all I have for entertainment. Let's go back to the desk with Jenny Rigney with the Sports Report.
Welcome to Eagle Angle Sports. I'm Jenny Rigney. OC's men's soccer team traveled to Claremore, Oklahoma on Thursday to take on the 21st team in the country, Rogers State. The Hillcats took an early lead in the 40th minute when Jake Simpson scored his third goal of the season. OC then would respond in the 65th minute when OC's Diego Vasquez scored on penalty kicks. It was Vasquez's first goal of the season. The Hillcats, however, ended up coming away with the win when the Hillcats' Noah Robson scored his first goal of the season late in the 84th minute, leading to the Hillcats taking the win 2-1 over the Eagles. This gave OC their first loss of the season. Then on Saturday, the Eagles would come home to take on Northeastern State. The Riverhawks would start off strong, scoring 2 goals in the first half of OC's 0. Then the Riverhawks would add on another goal before OC's Ian Aarons scored his first goal of the season in the 76th minute. But that was all the Eagles could put up in this one, as the Riverhawks come away with a 3-1 victory over the Eagles. The Eagles are heading back out on the road this week, where they will take on the Patriots of Dallas Baptist University this Saturday at 7 p.m. And the Lady Eagles played across town this past Friday when they took on the number 10 Lady Broncos of Central Oklahoma. The Lady Broncos scored 1 goal in the first half, and the Lady Broncos would then score 3 more goals before the Lady Eagles were able to score 2 goals within 3 minutes late in the second half. But it wasn't enough, as the Lady Broncos were able to add on 1 more goal in the 89th minute. This loss brings Lady Eagles to a record of 0-4 on the season. The Lady Eagles will travel to Bethany, Oklahoma tomorrow to take on the Lady Storm of Southern Nazarene. Kickoff time is set for 5 p.m. And Oklahoma Christian's newest club sport, Ultimate, made their debut this weekend at the Rookie Ride in Tulsa. In their first competition, the Eagles beat 3 Division I teams in pool play and finished 3rd out of 17 teams. They beat Missouri State 11-6, Tulsa 11-2, and Kansas State 10-9, and their one loss to Oklahoma State 9-6. Leading the Eagles was freshman Kevin Van Roosmalen, who had 10 assists and 8 blocks over the 4-game tournament. The Eagles play again October 5th in Oklahoma City at the Oklahoma Invitational. A few Eagles on the men's swimming team competed in the CSCAA Open Water Championship on Saturday. In the 5,000-meter race, sophomore Andrew Eller led Oklahoma Christian with a 21st place finish with a time of 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 22 seconds. Sophomore Bergen Davis finished 31st, and Caleb Brown finished 36 out of 46 swimmer field, which was a mix of teams from NCAA Division I, II, and III. The rest of OC's squad will open its season next Saturday in the Sam Freeze Invitational here in Edmond. And that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this break.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
We're ending tonight's newscast with a new segment called Take a Look at This. This week, an abandoned puppy is getting a new start in life thanks to the Nebraska Humane Society. Take a look at this.
Ellie Mae. The 11-pound Shih Tzu appears to love being the center of attention. But times were tough for Ellie Mae. This is what she looked like when she was brought to the Nebraska Humane Society a few weeks ago. Her fur severely matted and she was in poor health.
It basically just looked like it was a container of mops, dirty mops. And then we saw it move a little bit.
They realized this blob of hair was actually a dog. Veterinarians and groomers quickly attended to Ellie Mae.
Someone frantically waved me in here and we're like, we need you.
Jenna Bassler was one of those helping care for Ellie Mae. She just started here 3 weeks earlier.
Really just getting through the matting. I thought the emotional part would be a challenge, which, I mean, the emotions kind of came afterwards. You kind of just shut those emotions off and you're just like, I need to help this dog. The three of us all just shaving her down and finally found a dog under there.
Along with entangled hair, groomers found feces and other debris in the dog's coat. Overall, they removed almost 9 pounds of hair. Her nails on her paws were around 6 inches long. Unfortunately, seeing animals in distress is nothing new here, but the severity of Ellie Mae's case was extreme.
So the matted fur, the long toenails, the severe dental disease, these are all things that we see throughout the week. It's just a matter of how severe, how long it's been going on. But she most certainly is the worst I've ever seen in terms of the volume of mats that she had.
Today, Ellie Mae shows none of the effects of her condition as she's ready to move forward with her life.
Thanks for watching Eagle Angle, where it's your campus, your news.